Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sports Vibe. And this web edition, you can check it out on Facebook and Snapchat and all across the social media platforms. My name is Jeff Lowe, and this is Leland Stein. I know you missed this guy. This guy has been around a long time. He's been covering all the local and professional sports here in Detroit for a very long time. Leland, what's happening, my brother?
Hey, Jeff. Always good to be around.
All right. Hey, I got a shout out before we move on. I want to shout out, hey, you'll catch Brittany Connors in the upcoming web series in our later web telecast. She's not with us today, as you can see, but hey, Brittany will be back. I'm telling you for sure. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it with Mr. Leland Stein here. I miss you, man.
We had some good moments together, didn't we?
Definitely.
Including that man behind the camera over there.
They haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. So much has happened, is happening in the city of Detroit.
Right. Detroit
is being designated or as one of the hot new tourist attractions of the country. I was just reading an article about that recently. The Pistons have moved back downtown. The Red Wings are in downtown Detroit. The Tigers, and hey, we got it all back. We got that kickback. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that move. I know you've been anxious.
Yeah.
And I am anxious to hear what your opinions are about this.
Well, I know there's some people that are lamenting how right now the attendance of the first few Pistons games isn't like the capacity of 20,000 fans in there, and they trying to project doom and gloom already. But the fact of the matter is, it's one of the most spectacular things that ever happened to Detroit. Really, I mean, I really believe that, because what I've seen, covering the NBA Finals and All-Star games and the Final Fours and all that kind of stuff, is this new approach to sports entertainment. And it's called walkable entertainment. And San Antonio was really the first to kind of get it. And they built the stadiums real close right downtown because they didn't have nothing else going on. And then Indianapolis modeled that particular profile.
Well, you are talking about smaller markets, though, when you look at Detroit. And, everybody kind of get what happened with the Detroit Pistons. And it was a thing where the Davidson said, "Hey, we want to take it all. We want to get the Viking. We want to get everything. We want to own everything." And they did that. And they they built a state-of-the-art Palace facility out in Auburn Hills, and it was successful. They had great teams, but is that the reason why the Pistons' attendance has? I mean, it's so early, really.
It's only two home games.
Only two home games, right? But it should be a big thing for the city of Detroit.
Yes.
But I'm hearing that it's really not. Is that something we should really be concerned about so early?
I really don't think so. I mean, if that team, first of all, if they start winning, that's going to cure it all. That's going to cure everything.
Okay.
That's the same thing that happened in the Palace. They had 259 consecutive sellouts, and that happened because the team went to 6 Eastern Conference championships and 2 NBA Finals. So, no, I really don't think there's a problem at all. Right now, people got to get used to it. We had some inclement weather kind of played into it a little bit. And plus, can I tell the truth? The truth of the matter is,
tell the truth.
Basketball is dominated by African Americans, and they're not going to be supported with all this stuff that's going on right now.
Tell the truth. Speak to me. Go ahead.
All the kneeling and this and that and basketball, people, they're not going to embrace them until they win. They're not going to get that main love that they deserve until they start showing their viable franchise that's worth people coming down there to spend their money to see. And that's just how it is.
Let's look at this.
But the move itself is awesome.
Okay, the move is awesome. We got that. Yeah. I understand that. But you know what? The Lions experienced the same thing, but they didn't have the attendance woes early on. And again, we're so early in the season to tell, but the Lions did it.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about no attendance problems when they moved into Ford Field.
No. Well, see, football, I've been covering it for 30 years, and
you covered the Lions at the Pontiac
I can't even tell who the players are if I don't see the numbers on their back. Okay?
Oh, man.
Only the certain ones. I mean, a lot of them, man, I'm telling you, like 2/3 of the team, when I see them, I'm like, what was that? Because I don't know. Because you don't get intimate. Basketball is intimate. It's in your face, and you can see the players, you get to know them, and you know right away what you're looking at. And that's a big difference than a helmet and a number tends to diffuse somewhat, to me, the colors. And people say, now all they see is the uniform. Basketball, it's more than the uniform because the players' faces is just so much a part of the game because it's the only sport where you're right on top of them. Other than hockey, but hockey has the glass in front of them. They got helmets on. But basketball is like right here, man. It's in your face.
I understand that. But, you know, the Lions made the move.
Yeah.
And the transition was seamless for the Detroit Lions.
Of course it was.
Do you think the suburban audience is turning off the Detroit Pistons because of the move?
I just think it's basketball. No sport has been dogged more than basketball. If they have a fight, they're thugs. I mean, come on. Hockey, they fight all the time. Do they ever call them thugs? I mean, this big men, sometimes they get angry, sometimes they get the little scuffles. But it gets blown way out of proportion, and they get a lot more heat for any indiscretions that they do. Basketball. There's less tolerance in basketball for any kind of thing going on socially and mistakes because of these guys, most of them being African American and making millions, and there's a lot of blowback because of it.
Okay. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about MSU, Michigan, and what's going to happen in the rest of the Big Ten season.